Hey guys, welcome back. So this is kind of early in the morning. I think it's not that early. It's just 10 o'clock out here on the west coast in Los Angeles. And I am exercising. I'm going for a hike up the mountain. Gotta get my exercise in. But I also feel compelled to do this video because I'm like, it can't get any worse. It keeps getting worse and worse and worse. I'm like, it can't get any worse than this, right? That's how you know great things are to come. Because here we have a situation where African American man is working ever so hard to bring about change within a black community, and he's doing a great job, you guys. But y'all feel the need to continue to try to bring him down. That is what concerns me. Y'all feel the need to try to attack this man. And I'm going uphill right now, so manage my breath. Is that my favorite YouTuber? Okay, so let me try to stay focused. So here we go, you guys. And personally, I feel some kind of way because I follow Dr. Umar Johnson. I support him 100%. And it kind of concerns me that out of all people who want to attack him, it's his own family. Like, that's sad. That is sad. His own father, for example, he's been having some issues with his own father. And his father having her to say, oh, don't try to... Because me and his father had been in conversation. His father watched my videos, too. I'm trying to see who that is. It looks so familiar. You know how you see somebody like, dang, it looks so familiar. Okay. His father watched my videos, and his father showed some kind of way with respect to my response to his videos. I'm like, y'all know, I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to tell the truth. Man, he looks so familiar, but no, that's not him. Okay, and so I shared my perspective on this whole thing. Nobody can mischaracterize you in terms of speaking about your perspective on a certain topic. You already put it out there that you are opposed to your son. Like, I'm gonna call him JJ. JJ, Dr. Umar Johnson's father, already put it out there. He already said that his son is dead to him. You put those words out there. And then, across the street. See, I'm going up here, y'all, so you know how it is. The oxygen gets thinner the higher you go up. I'm going to take y'all up with me. So, I just wish that we all can get along, but he already put it out there that he want to say he's not opposed to his son, but he's opposed to his son's approach to bring about change. And I'm like, no, in your videos, I don't even know if he listened to his own videos and go back and watch them, but definitely in some of JJ's videos, he talks about his son. He talks negatively about his son's character, and like, I don't think that's helpful. If you have something against somebody, I think you really should reach out to them. And he goes to say that, well, he can't because he tried and Dr. Umar Johnson don't want to have anything to say to him. And I'm like, okay, no wonder. You know, it's like a bi-directional thing. It's not only that Dr. Umar Johnson's family is disowning him, but he's saying, you know what? If y'all want to be like that, if you want to take the side of the trolls and the enemies, my enemies, then he just separate himself from them. That's what a person's going to naturally do because he's out on a mission. Speaking of which, it feels so good, yeah. Woo. Let's say no pain, no gain. But it feels good when, well, no, what was I saying? Let me get my mind back right. So, I actually spent yesterday watching, I went back on Dr. Umar Johnson's channel, not channel, but Facebook page. It's still early for me, y'all. Because I actually woke up not too long ago and I took a shower. And I came out here to the park. I'm going up the hill. But on Dr. Umar Johnson's Facebook page, he has a lot of videos, almost I think 400 videos. And yesterday, I spent a good portion of the day after I was done rearranging my furniture in my apartment. Because I have a lot to do. I'm in the process of moving, but I had to rearrange some stuff in my house. And I said, you know what, I kind of want to get back focused. Sometimes we get distracted with all of this stuff that's happening on social media. And I'm like, you know what, it's time to get back focused. Which, I'm always focused. But, get back refueled. And ways in which I do that, this is the reason why I'm actually going to the entrance of the park, you guys. But ways in which I tap back into that energy source is that, yes, I watch certain people. I follow certain people because they're positive, and we're seeing things the same way. So Dr. Umar Johnson is just one of the people that I follow to kind of get myself motivated. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's the thing where I come in, because I feel some kind of way. Yes, I still do. That they shut down Dr. Umar Johnson's channel and y'all want to hate. Y'all want to come up here and comment on my videos, even including JJ, and say, oh, try to validate these things that the trolls are doing against Dr. Umar Johnson, which I don't think is right. I want to run this. So it's a lot of incline when you're going on these hills. But, yo, the scenery is nice out here. It's beautiful. And I literally live like walking distance from this park. And I should be out here every day, to be honest. Put myself on a schedule and routine where I'm out here every day. Let me take a pause. Take a pause. You guys want to check my view? Whew. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second, I gotta catch my breath. I just came up that hill. But this thing is bothering me, like I said, because I'm on the same mission. You know what? Let me get somewhere and then I'll finish this video so I can finish working out. Ooh, do you guys work out? You should. Feels so good. I think the best feeling is afterwards. Okay. So yes, I follow this man. I'm inspired by him. And so when people, you're trying to attack somebody that I support, that I believe in his mission and his purpose, he's out to make a difference. And like I say, I had to tap back into that energy. So I was looking at his videos, his older videos, which I think are even better than his new ones, because his older ones, you guys got to go back and watch his older videos on his Facebook page. Go to his Facebook page, Dr. Umar pt1, and go watch his older videos, because he's just a sweetheart. I'm like, it almost made me cry. I was trying to fight back the tears even watching his older videos and then thinking about the context of what's happening now, because I'm like, how can they attack a man who is just out here making a difference? That's so sad.
Already starting to do that.
It should be a crime to do that. That's why I'm mad. It's like when you watch videos on social media and you see people doing wrong things to innocent people, and it makes you feel some kind of way on the inside. Y'all, that's how I feel right now. I feel like that because this man did no wrong to any of y'all. But the devil is busy, like they say. The devil is busy, and I'm gonna get somewhere and finish this video. Whew, it's a nice day out. Thank God it ain't burning up. The sun probably gonna come up. Whew, look at this dog. I'm trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, y'all. Why? Because after this, I gotta go home and I have to study. I have tests and quizzes, exams coming up. So your girl gotta stay focused. I got shit I gotta do. I'm busy. Not only that, I have work, I have clients to see. So I'll say I'll take a few minutes to address this issue. This dog is cute. We'll find me a little spot. To do this at. Let me check the reception. Okay, okay. I think I still got good reception. But y'all, I went back and I was watching his earlier videos and my heart just started to melt, y'all. Check out this one. Okay. Somewhere. Let me see. I think there is a spot over here. I'm gonna get somewhere. I gotta finish this video. Like I'm walking on an incline right now. But it's wrong, y'all. It's wrong. What y'all doing on so many levels? The trolls. You know, some members in his family. I ain't saying every member in his family has disowned him. But the ones who have know who they are. It's terrible. Of course, I have a lot to share on that, y'all. I just wanted to kill 2 birds with 1 stone because I know I'm not going to have time to do this video later. Because I got to study, y'all. It's psychobiology I'm studying for. So many terms. It's like learning a whole new language, so. Give me 1 second, y'all.
No. Oh, it's just dead.
It's terrible, though. It really hurts my heart. I was watching his videos yesterday. The older ones. Like I said, you got to go back. That means when you go to his page on Facebook, click on the videos tab. And you got to scroll down. It ain't going to take that long to do it. Because I think he has a little less than 400. So you can scroll through real fast. And it's going to take you back to his earlier videos. Now, I didn't check the date on these. But I'm guesstimating it has to be a couple years ago when he made these. I'm almost there. Higher. But yeah, he made these videos a couple years ago. And like I said, my heart melted, y'all. Because I'm watching the videos in the context of what's happening against him now. And I'm like, y'all, sick little bastards. Ain't got shit else better to do. Oh, look, I didn't know they had that open over there. Groups can go over there and work out, have workout groups together. So cool. But yeah, sick bastards ain't got shit else better to do. That's how I know. Only thing I can say about that situation to encourage Dr. Umar Johnson, that's how you know you're doing something. You know you're gonna open up, man. Oh my gosh, it's stages to this leadership thing, man. And one thing I can see right now is that he is up there. He is up there at the top. People bring their dogs out here to work out. People are afraid to see the vision unfold. People so afraid to see his vision unfold. And when I was talking about the different stages of leadership, at every stage, you have different kinds of attack. He already been through the earlier stage of attack, where they're trying to discredit his name. Because they believe in discrediting. I think I found this spot, y'all. Let's see. In discrediting his name, they think that's going to make him lose followers and break down his self-esteem, break down his confidence. So he can't go on, but he's still going on. The man is fearless. He's not giving up, despite all these attacks that he's under. Hold on. I should have brought me a rag. Okay, y'all. I had to go to a spot where there's reception. Okay. It's so slippery, y'all. I had to go to a spot where I could get reception. Sit down for a bit and walk. Hopefully no snakes come out and attack me when I do this video. But, y'all, this is the thing. I'm watching the videos. You know what? I don't think I feel safe sitting here because, y'all, it do be snakes in these little things and they be coming out and they trying to get bit. So you gotta watch out for snakes. All kinds of snakes out here, y'all. They're doggone, y'all. I'm gonna try to take y'all to this bench up here. It's not that far. And finish this video. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I'm finish this video. I'm up here. I'm high up, y'all. But I'm not all the way to the top. I'm like halfway there. So, let me catch my breath. It's like they're doing a chant down there. I think it's so unfortunate that he's going through this. Cause y'all, I'm watching his videos. And I had saw a few of his videos where he was working with the children, but I never seen it in this capacity that I did yesterday. I actually sat down, took time out my day, and I was going through these videos that he made when he was working with these children. And I'm like, y'all, how can y'all try to interrupt that? He has this annual, what do you want to call it? An annual conference that he hosts with these children, young African-American boys, y'all. It's so beautiful. And it looked like they're between the ages of, I would say 12 to 16. The prime age to get them at. And he has basically a schedule, itinerary set up where he's working with them on something different every single day. He's building social skills in those boys. He's building confidence in them, teaching them things about Pan-Africanism. Like, the videos are so beautiful, and I'm watching these videos and I commented on his videos and I say, Dr. Umar Johnson, like, it would be nice if you can put together, or we can put together a documentary on his journey, you know, to becoming a psychologist and the work that he's done in the Black community. Not only with children, but with adults. Like, this man, I'm looking at that, and that's just the work that he's done with kids, y'all. Just looking at just that little portion of that work that he's done with those kids. I'm like, just take that piece alone. That is significant. People want to say and criticize him. Even his own father is talking about, oh, what has he done? Like, he's not doing nothing. He made that mistake by putting that out there, because when you put that out there, people that benefit from his message are going to question what you say. You can't get mad just because people question what you say. That's like, I think where our conversation had came to a halt, because he wasn't trying to listen to what I had to say. He only wanted to get his point across about why he is opposed to his own son. And I'm like, what is he gaining from this? I said that in the video that I made earlier, and I hate to keep addressing and going back to this because it's so stupid. But I'm like, what are you gaining from attacking your son? I asked myself, I'm like, what is he gaining? And I get it. You are getting attention. It's like distracting attention away from what needs to be focused on. Even JJ said that he's out there to protest for the wrongful killing of Antoine. I'm like, why can't we just simply focus on what we need to do? Why you got to create all these side conversations to distract people's attention away? He wanted to sit here and talk about, oh, I need to stop mischaracterizing him. I'm like, dude, you mischaracterized yourself. You sitting here attacking your son when he only means good. You trying to draw attention away. You don't want people, it's so stupid to me. You don't want people attending to you or commenting on what you have to say, yet you put yourself out there. You created the videos against him. You commented on my video expressing what you had to say about him, and then I respond saying, you know what, I'm not about to go back and forth on here. Like, if we have disagreements, I don't believe in going back and forth on social media. We can take this off camera, you know, off our way, you know, out of the way of people's attention, you know, because not everybody's attention. But apparently it's like somebody gained something from going back and forth. I'm like, this should not happen. Then this morning I wake up, y'all. This is it. This, like, to me, this is the final straw. I know Dr. Umar Johnson, like, look at these coons. Look at these coons. Because this morning, his father makes a video. It's like at 3 parts now where he's sitting up here talking about his DNA test. And I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go. About the whole Dr. Umar Johnson being kin to Frederick Douglass. And I'm like, y'all, people don't have nothing else better to do. Y'all can't let this man be. He already said, his father said that he told his son when he was a little boy that he was kin to him. Why are y'all digging that stuff up? You know? His trolls want to sit up here and say, oh, that's not true. Just like they try to discredit him and say that he's not a psychologist, which he is. He is a certified psychologist, which grants him the license to do therapy, to diagnose, to treat. You know, that already, yeah, we debunked that, y'all. That whole myth has been debunked. You know, and it's like they keep going back and forth, bouncing around, creating these different rumors against Dr. Umar Johnson. It was about his licensure, his certification. Now, like, y'all keep going. Now you're talking about DNA, that, oh, he's not related to Frederick Douglass. And then to me, it's so sad because his own family is trying to question him, trying to disprove him. Dr. Umar Johnson's father don't even realize the words that he puts out to say, first, how are you going to tell your son that, okay, yeah, you're related to Frederick Douglass? You put this in his man's head. And then you go to say, well, I'm not sure, you know, like, I'm not sure now. Like, that don't make no sense. How the hell can you put that out? You so unsure. You so unsure about everything. How, like, he's always in the middle. He's always riding the fence. He can never stand firm on what he truly believes in. His opinion sways with the crowd. So the crowd say one thing. The crowd say, okay, first, how the hell, this is what happened. Like, you tell your son he's kin to Frederick Douglass, but then you see people attacking him, questioning him, saying, oh, wait a minute, show us the proof. And so now it's like you trying to side with them, but you also trying to support your son. It don't go that way. If people are questioning and attacking him and trying to discredit him, saying he's not kin to Frederick Douglass, and here you go jump on a bandwagon and say, well, you know what? He may not be. And you go there's nothing wrong with taking DNA tests, because we all should know where we come from in our heritage. The other guy that's kin to them, what is his name? Terrence Bailey. We just call him TB. He goes and creates this video, which JJ responded to, trying to, I guess, prove why they are related to Frederick Douglass. So now we see Dr. Umar Johnson's father trying to defend his son. You don't know what you want to do. Are you going to defend your son? Or are you going to stand against him? But you can't do both. You sitting up here on one hand standing against him and want to say, oh, attacking his ideologies and his approach to bringing about change, and trying to compare it to what you're doing, but then you turn around and now you're trying to defend him. saying, well, okay, well, no, my son is right. I even took a DNA test, and we see he's saying that he saw Bailey, the name Bailey, show up on his DNA test that he took with Ancestry.com, which is a European one. That's a European-owned one. There's another one, African Ancestry, that's actually Black-owned. And they say it links you to your tribe. And so this other family member who says that he's basically the gatekeeper for when it comes to the genealogy and the family tree, and within his family, he's the gatekeeper, meaning that he has to guard and protect that history, which I believe that's true. You should guard and protect your family history, right? But I just think from the outside looking in, this is just my perspective. You guys don't have to take it, but just take it from somebody else's perspective, from the outside looking in. It does not look good for y'all, like Black people as a whole. Why are we doing this? I'm watching TB's video on why he's trying to prove that Dr. Umar Johnson is not related. And I say it don't make any sense, because usually you see Black people claiming each other, right? That's something we do all the time, even if we're not related. We claim, oh, that's my cousin, that's my sister, that's my auntie, you know, because that's how we show brotherhood, sisterhood, and love to each other. So to see him get on there and go all out his way, I'm talking about out his way, to try to disprove that he's related to this man, y'all, something don't make sense. So of course I watched his videos. I watched both of the videos that he made, and I'm like, y'all, I'm trying to bite my tongue on some things because it's foolishness, y'all. This is foolishness. We got Black people being killed. We all should be uniting, fighting, protesting against this person's death. Antoine, who got wrongfully killed, and many others. But yet and still, you see the distraction that's being created. This is a distraction. He go create these videos, back-to-back videos, on why Dr. Umar Johnson is lying and he's not kin to him. And it gets worse, y'all. It gets worse, because not only did he go to say, oh, his DNA test results don't show that he's related, which you can't go based on DNA test results. It's like, come on, it's gaps in DNA test results, many gaps. So you can't say that. You can't go and say that, okay, we're going to just go based on results alone. Even in the work that I do, psychological testing, you can't just go based on test results alone and say, okay, we have these numbers, so this is it. This is the final say. No, you have to go based on a whole entire picture. Test numbers and test results cannot give you a diagnosis for a client. Cannot determine, in this case, if a person is or is not related. Because we know there's so many gaps in history. And I would say, to me, it makes more sense to say, yes, he is related to Frederick Douglass. Why can't he be related to him? Why y'all want to attack him? A lot of people in the South say that Martin Luther King is their cousin. But my thing is this, how I'm just so surprised to see how his own family, TB, will bend over backwards to sit up here and try to disprove his biological connection to Dr. Umar Johnson. And that to me, that's sad. But then I watch through the videos and I say, you know what, it makes sense. Which he's not going to win anyway, but he's proposing that, y'all, this don't make no sense. He go and sit up here and say that the reason why he is trying to discredit Dr. Umar Johnson's relation to Frederick Douglass is because he believes that he is misappropriating the name, and then not only that, but misleading people to believe that he's connected, and that's how he built his brand. I'm like, no, he don't need Frederick Douglass to build his brand. He stand alone from Frederick Douglass. Yes, Frederick Douglass did great, you know, and obviously he inspired Dr. Umar Johnson, but his brand is his brand. He don't need Frederick Douglass to build his brand. Hey, Dr. Umar Johnson, his work speaks for itself. The man is, come on, y'all, he's well-versed, he's well-articulated, he knows what he's talking about, he's researched his stuff, he knows his stuff. He don't have to use Frederick Douglass' name to build his brand. The fact that he uses his name just means that he's paying tribute to Frederick Douglass by honoring him in his school, and y'all want to attack that? Like, y'all, you see how the devil work? Do y'all see this? Do y'all see how the devil try to come in and twist that? So Dr. Umar Johnson is using Frederick Douglass' name because he's inspired by this man. He's honoring the work of Frederick Douglass by naming his school that, the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. He's honoring both figures, both historical figures, you know, in one name that he has for his school. But y'all haters, even his family, that's the worst. We know family can be the worst. Want to take that and twist it to say, oh, he used it to build his brand. He used it to get money from people. That's not going to stand. You're not making no sense. It goes to show your true intentions. His intentions. TB, Mr. Belly's intentions. His sole intention and doing this whole thing with this DNA shit is to get money, you guys. It don't take a genius to see that. It's bingo. It stood right out. He even said it. He even said it at the end of his video that, oh, this is what we can do. He's trying to organize a class action lawsuit against Dr. Umar Johnson. And I'm laughing. I'm like, the judge ain't gonna buy that shit. I don't even think no lawyer gonna take that case up because it's so stupid. What you see is black coons, as Dr. Umar Johnson call them, because they are doing stupid shit, man. They try to tear each other down. That's stupid. You ain't making no sense. There's no way you can disprove that Dr. Umar Johnson is related to him. Yes, you can probably, you'll more likely be able to prove that y'all related than disprove. You ain't making no sense. You still haven't disproved nothing. You can't disprove that somebody is related. Yes, you can say, okay, that person is not the father in terms of that type of biological connection. But when you talk about generations back, come on. Like, let's just let that be. How is that harming you? That's not harming you. Okay, you want to pretend like you ashamed of Dr. Umar Johnson? No, he should be ashamed of you that goddamn cigarette in your mouth in that video. Because I'm like, come on. Okay, you a smoker, I'm not judging no smokers. But you don't do that shit on camera. Like, what is your purpose? You trying to get money? Y'all trying to get money from this man. Like, that is so sad. The people who want to donate to his school and have donated, and now you feel some kind of way because y'all didn't got sucked up into the bullshit. You're so easily influenced. You have basically conformed. The power of conformity is amazing. To see how people will conform to what everybody else is doing. You see, everybody else is on this wave to try to attack him and bring him down. You don't even have a mind of your own to stand firm. Because you assume that, okay, people going to come attack you. So fucking what? People comment on my video. What got me to sit up here and even mention JJ's name, his father's name, is because he commented on my video, which led to a phone conversation. Otherwise, he wouldn't even been in my radar. Like, come on, nobody was even thinking about, I mean, you know, no offense or nothing, but nobody was even thinking about JJ. I was making videos about Dr. Umar Johnson because I'm influenced by his work. Like I said, I've cited him in my dissertation I'm developing. My research that I've already worked on and published, he's cited in that. So for y'all to sit up here and want to question me for adding my perspective on it, I'm like, hey, I'm going to talk. You can't silence me. And the threatening of a lawsuit, they're going to laugh. No lawyer is going to pick that up. You're not going to win. You trying to get money. That is sad. Poor black people, you that goddamn broke and disempowered. That's that crab in the barrel mentality. You're trying to pull the next person down. And it's because you don't have no attention. He got more attention than you. That's jealousy. That's what you call jealousy. Because he has all the attention. He's the one in the family who has all the attention. And his father attempted to try to bring him down, but apparently, see, that's ineffective. You know, I don't know if it was a conversation I had with him that got him to question his own interior motives that he has against his son, because his dead ass wrong. It's not to say that his father cannot check his son, that his son is beyond reproach. I'm not saying that, but it's ways that you do that. And if you already put it out there in the public that you are opposed to your son, guess what? Your own words and testimony can be used against him in court. Hello, lawyers, they have all kind of ways and tactics that they do stuff, man. And they can use people's negative testimonies against him. It's not going to win. I mean, it's sad that unfortunately Dr. Umar Johnson has to go through all of this. It's very sad. Yes, he took controversial stands, Maxwell. You say he took very controversial stands, but so what? That's his perspective. Y'all not going to ever never be able to understand that. He took controversial stands, but he never, y'all think what happened? Y'all want to go into this whole light skin, dark skin. That's y'all creating that stuff to try to distract from what his purpose is and his intentions. That's all that is. Y'all misinterpreting what the man say. That's what black people do. We'll say something. A person can say something and mean well for the black community, and y'all go and twist this man's words. He don't have nothing against light skin, so just stop that ignorant shit, man. Black people are so fucking broke. To me, that goes to show how low y'all are. Obviously, he's up here. He's all y'all trying to pull him down. Let's see what happens. This is a perfect example. That's the reason I'm speaking on this, because it's like, it's a shame. I'm motivated by Dr. Umar Johnson because, like I say, his theoretical approach, his perspective on a lot of different things as it relates to, pertaining to the black community, I agree with. Y'all have to do more research on black nationalism to understand where he's coming from, so you won't misinterpret what he said. I even had to do some research when he was speaking some of this stuff. Yes, I was like, wow, he's like one of the first black people that will say something like that, and it is alarming. And he used the word Pan-Africanism, and guess what I did? I went and Googled that and enlightened myself on what that meant, which helps to put things into context, so you don't look at him and see that, misinterpret his words to say, oh, he's trying to attack light-skinned black people, or he's against biracial people. It's like, y'all need to stop that. His father gonna make a video to my biracial, watch out. And it's just like, you gotta know to sit here and say you don't want people twisting your words, but what are you doing? You twisting his words. You twisting his words. No, nobody's asking nobody forgive, because he don't have to apologize for what he said in his mouth. He said nothing wrong. Like I said, I support Dr. Umar Johnson fully in everything that he stands for, because I get what he's saying. So what you guys, the trolls and the people who just looking for attention, you get no attention from me. And then, I've already said this plenty of times, what I do with people like that, trolls, I block them. Unfortunately, I had to block his old father. I didn't want to, because my whole point in exchanging contact information with his father was to try to come to an understanding of why he's so against his son. Because to me, I'm like, I never seen nothing like it. I never seen nothing like it. With the level of hatred. And it's like, it's contagious, because he got a whole slew of people behind him pouring out their hate against his own son. But it starts to hit home. That's when he want to take sides with his son and defend his son. When you got he sees certain people attacking his son, and all of a sudden, oh, he want to take the side of his son now. But like, you gotta pick a side and understand where you're coming from. I definitely get where it's all what Dr. Umar Johnson preaches is all about. Pan-Africanism, black nationalism. That's all he's preaching. Y'all don't understand what that means, then Google it. Look it up. He's trying to give y'all a lesson on that, and y'all so whitewashed. That's what gets me. You seeing through a white lens, through, oh, we need to integrate. We need to be accepted by white people. That's not what this is about. What this is about is that you have to value your own race first. How can you sit up here and want to say you love somebody else if you don't even love your own goddamn race? It's a contradiction. It really is a contradiction. And to see that you have his own family members want to sit up here and say they disown him because he's under attack. I'm like, hell, there ain't nobody I want on my damn team. It's like, no wonder he don't want to have anything to do with them, because you don't do that. That's rule number one when it comes to an organization. Like, we all stand together. Some of y'all don't understand what loyalty is all about. So it makes it clear. It makes it clear where y'all stand. You got a lot of black people that will sit up here and stand with white people before they stand with their own. That's their own implicit racial bias. That's their own whitewashing. They will publicly stand against a black person before they and stand with white people. Because it's all about conformity. It's something that happens naturally. People don't like opposition. That's what that is. And I respect a leader who don't care about opposition. That were willing to stand for the cause no matter how many people are against you, no matter how many people attack you, no matter how many threats that are made. And it's different kinds of black people. You got black people who say, okay, it's black power, but they only say that up until it comes to giving their own life, putting their own life on the line. Because you're worried about what the white people are going to say. You're worried about being accepted. The reception is going in and out, so I'm going to have to wrap this video up real quick. But that, to me, concerns me to see that people will bend over backwards to try to bring somebody down. Like, look at the lengths that your own family members are willing to go. But it's not, that's the reason why I say I laugh, because that shit ain't gonna stand in court. Y'all ain't making no sense. Y'all trying to get money out of somebody. The white people see what the fuck y'all doing. That's why it ain't working. It's like even the people that's enforcing the system, the people that's a part of the system, the dominant structure, see that that's some bullshit what y'all doing. They laughing at this shit. They see it. That's why it's not gonna stand in court. That shit is not going to stand because y'all not making no freaking sense. To get money, that's the end goal now. So we just trying to get money from Dr. Umar Johnson. Like, look, the reason why I say y'all have your own negative racial bias is because look at the extent. What the hell has TB done against the structure, against racism, against oppression? What has he done? He ain't took a stance against, he ain't willing to go to that extreme against white supremacy. But he's willing to send up here to go to that extreme to file a class action lawsuit against your own family member for money, dude. You see how your people, their own minds will deceive them. They will believe their own lies. You believe your own lies, man. That is not good. You have to, sometimes we got to stop ourselves. Stop yourself. You trying to convince your own self that you are right and that he's wrong over DNA? This ain't about DNA. You're not going to tell me no black person is that damn concerned about another black person claiming them. You know, what is it? To say that he's bringing shame, that's a lie. His work speaks for itself. This man is going to go down in history as the most controversial, most influential psychologist in American history. But you feel ashamed about that? No, you don't feel ashamed. You feel jealousy. That's what that is. And you trying to draw attention to yourself, talking about you feel ashamed. If anything, he should, like I say, should be ashamed of you getting on there making those videos with that damn cigarette hanging from your mouth. And not only that, his own father. I'm just speaking the truth, not to throw shade, but come on, you should be ashamed. You obviously are ashamed. That's why you didn't have the lights on when you made those 2 videos in the dark, where we can only hear your voice and can't see your face. Because it don't make any sense. If anything, you should be standing firm. If you can't stand firm for your son because you're afraid that people are going to attack you, you're afraid they're going to come for you, what kind of shit is that? They ain't coming for you. You afraid that they want Dr. Umar. They don't want y'all. That's your own ego. Trying to fluff your own ego. Y'all ain't did nothing that significant for them to want y'all. And they ain't gonna come for you just because you kin to him. So I'm trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm concerned about my safety. So let me say I'm not kin to him because I'm concerned about my... Like, no, they don't want you. And if they wanted Dr. Umar, that Johnson, that bad, trust and believe, he would not be able to do the work that he's doing. The man's still speaking. He's still going. He still has tour dates internationally and nationally across his country. He's still doing work despite all of this stuff that y'all trying to do. It's not that they want him. They, in terms of the white people, is y'all ass. Y'all don't want to see the man do nothing. That's sad. This is a prime example of that crab in a barrel mentality. Y'all don't want to see him bring about change. That's what it is. And y'all want to take his words and twist it. Just to try to bring attention to yourself. Because that's all you're trying to do. You're trying to distract. Y'all are trying to distract away from the cause and the mission that he's on. And yes, I come in to say that y'all need to stop that, man, because I feel only and see only positive things from him. Look at his videos, positive stuff. Just because he speaks with energy and fire don't mean he's negative. Y'all interpret that as like y'all don't see the bias. I wish y'all can open your eyes to see it, but you in it. Sometimes you can't see stuff because you're in it. When your ass is looking through a white person's lens, because that's how we all have been trained and conditioned to do, to see the world through the white man's lens, to the point where, guess what, white people don't even have to oppress us no more. We were just talking about this in class the other day, how we are our own biggest oppressors. We have internal oppression within ourselves. We oppress ourselves psychologically, and we do it between each other. We oppress each other. We oppress ourselves, and we oppress each other. And that's sad, y'all. I don't know what's gonna break that. What is it gonna take to break that? They don't have to oppress us, cause y'all are the ringleaders of the shit. It's sad to see that. It's very sad to see the lengths that we will go to tear our own down. Like I say, he ain't organizing no class action lawsuit against the white man. But so you want to fight so hard. There's nothing wrong with resisting and fighting, because we just have that fighting spirit within us. It's been born in us. It's been shaped in us by our own experiences in life. So yes, you have. There's nothing wrong with having a fighting spirit to resist. But you gotta know who you're resisting. Attacking your own family members out. Come on, man. I'm like, come on. We gotta do better than that, man. And then you're trying to turn all these people. Just think about what you're doing. No wonder. It's like every time you go in there, you create a video speaking negatively against your own people. Everybody else gonna follow that. Not me, of course, because if anything, for me, it makes me develop a stronger passion and affinity towards Dr. Umar Johnson and for the work that he's doing, for the cause, for the mission, because it's inevitable. When you're doing something good, you're going to have people trying to tear it down, man. So it's more fuel for the fire, but at the same time, can't ignore the fact that it hurts. It just hurt to see that your own people will be the first to tear you down. This is true, man. He's on Facebook. Facebook ain't trying to disable his live videos. It's y'all reporting them. Because guess what? Facebook, you're talking about millions and millions of users. You know? So they don't, even though they do have a physical office location, and I believe it's out here in California, they don't have the manpower to oversee everything that its users are doing. So they leave it up to the community to do that. That's why they have community standards, you guys. This is an actual document, a legal document, basically, that you agree to when you sign up with Facebook. And they allow the community to regulate that. And unfortunately, you got assholes in the community that join together to try to attack people and bring people down. So that's how you see people have disabling their live videos. They don't have access to be able to do a live video. Same thing with YouTube and how his freaking channel got shut down. YouTube ain't so much concerned about what a person's saying, because they wouldn't allow him to create all of those videos if that was the case. You know, it's the people making reports, these false reports, and it's the black people who follow him. That's just like I see y'all subscribing to my channel. You know, I'm not on here to try to get freaking subscribers, because I just like making vlogs. You know, I like making vlogs and sharing my life with you guys. You guys have seen that. But I've noticed, obviously, some of his subscribers and haters, is basically the trolls, have come onto my freaking channel. And I'm like, why subscribe to somebody's channel if you oppose Dr. Umar Johnson? Meanwhile, you see that I'm in support of him. Don't subscribe to my motherfucking channel. But that's what they do. They ain't got shit else better to do. They subscribe because they just want to sit up here and attack. That's all. They have people have nothing else better to do with their freaking time. And these are black people. somehow y'all think y'all gonna gain something from the white man. Like, what's your buy-in? What are you gaining from doing that? I can't stop thinking about those videos I was watching when he was interacting with those boys, and I'm just like, y'all, my heart melted. I'm just like, oh my gosh, y'all trying to stop that. And yet what y'all doing, basically, y'all remind me of the system. The system would take a child and put a label on them. Nothing wrong with the child, but they would create a diagnosis within that child, just because they label them. And that label in and of itself is debilitating. Same thing with what happened in history with the word nigger. In certain ways, people have tactics to try to destroy a person. You can sit up here and turn a person into something totally different than what they are. And I think that's what's happening with Dr. Umar Johnson. This man had good intentions. He still has good intentions. You know, but if you sit up here and keep doing this to a motherfucker, keep doing this, yes, it gets a person to act a certain way. It gets them riled up, you know? And he's using that energy to speak his beliefs, to speak out against what's happening in our world. And people say, oh, why is he making videos about the Kardashians? That ain't got nothing. No, it has everything. Y'all missing the whole point. It got everything to do with it. Race matters on so many different levels. And if only we all as a community can really stand, but y'all very quick to fight and stand to enforce the system, the status quo of white supremacy. That's what y'all want to stand for. No, we got to stand for ourselves first. So afraid to stand against what's wrong. I'm like, nah, man. I stand by my people. But I don't like when I see crabs try to tear people down. Because that shit is fucking wrong, man. You can't be sitting up here. Dog, you're so cute. I want to get me a dog so bad. But you can't sit up here and be tearing people down, man. Tearing people down who mean well for the black community. And then, like I was saying, the example, the scenario I was saying, how you can give a person a label and say that they're this, and somehow that person start behaving as such. It's unfortunate, but that's how human behavior is. This man is a human being. Yes, he's a leader, but he's a human being first. He's a human being first. He was born a leader, yes, but he's still a human being, you guys. And so people, yes, have the tendency to become what somebody called them. He's not no fraud, though. But you want to sit up here and label somebody, and you trying to trigger them and do this to them. What the hell do you expect? What kind of reaction do you expect? And I see although that he went through that stuff he went through with his credentialing, with being a psychologist, because y'all lied to those people. I believe that he's back on his square. He's back on his throne. Because sometimes, I mean, like I say, when you're a human, it happens. You come down from your throne to argue with peasants, to try to go back and forth with these no good ass Negroes. That ain't shit. No good ass Negroes that ain't shit, man. You know, and then that distracts from what you're doing. But I'm glad that he's staying the course and he's staying focused. And he's like, you know what? To hell with y'all. Notice he ain't been responding to none of this shit. I applaud him for that. I know it's hard to not respond. But I think he's reminded of his mission and what he has to do. The mission that he's on. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. That's why people like myself and other people who support Dr. Umar Johnson are responding, you know, because it's wrong. Y'all attacking a man, and then it's his family that want to lead this whole tirade against him. Just stop it. Y'all getting attention from doing that stuff. Like, if you're going to try to do something to get attention, do something positive. You know, or promote something positive. You You want to sit up here and allow your own deception to convince you that what you're doing is right. No, what your ass doing is dead ass fucking wrong. I'm about to end this video. I want to go up there. I'm going to end this video so I can finish my workout. It's not going to let me go. See y'all? I still have all the way around there to go. I'm looping around the mountains, around the canyon, and I won't be able to do that here. Because all it's going to do is just keep going at a reception. But y'all got to stop this shit. You got to stop the hatred. Like, I know y'all ain't going to listen though, because you just, something in your mind is convincing you that what you're doing is right. I feel like y'all on a mission, but look at your mission. Ain't making no freaking sense. I get it, because I know what it feels like when you get that little birdie in your ear that tells you or gives you this vision, right? And so you're like, oh, you latch onto it, and you're like, yes. You feel energized. You feel motivated. But you gotta check ourselves, man. Because not just because you feel that urge that you're on a mission, that don't mean that that it came from God. It can very well be from the devil. You know, it can very well be you got this energy and this pulse to go out and you're trying to effect change. But what are you doing? Look at what you're doing. TB, JJ, look at what y'all doing. You're not making no sense to try to attack another man. Just imagine if, which it hasn't, but I'm just imagining in my mind, like, if this actually got big enough where the major news stations actually latched onto it, that they took interest in all of this little stuff that was had this infighting that's happening within the black community and the conscious community. Just imagine, like, what the report would sound like. Y'all know they gonna eat that shit alive. That's all I'm saying. So don't give them nothing to bait upon. None of the major news networks have latched onto it because it's stupid. That's why I say the judge ain't gonna give a fuck about that shit. You know, judge gonna entertain that foolishness because y'all just stupid. They see what it is. It's hatred. They see. We just trying to open up y'all eyes to see. But that brings me to my last point. It's like black people don't believe something until a white person say. I say that shit all the time with the authors that I work with. You guys know that I manage a nonprofit with authors I work with. I say that all the time. That ones who are struggling with book sales, that black people may not even buy your books and support your stuff. But the moment you go on Ellen, the moment a white person endorses it, everybody want to buy it. The moment a white person promotes it. And I seem like what's happening with that Umar Johnson, y'all Negroes on some, I ain't gonna say all of y'all because it's not all of the black community that is opposed to that Umar Johnson. But a little small handful of them dogs be brave. They go all the way down to the edge of these cliffs. I would never go that close to the edge, but they are brave. These what I'm saying. So it's like y'all willing to go to that extent to try to tear each other down. You're getting nowhere. And I was saying how it's like that's what's happening with Dr. Umar Johnson. It's like you need the white people to say, oh, he's a great man. He's doing great. And then all of a sudden the black community will be on him, on his dick then. You know, everybody, even the haters, will be won over, you know, because the white man said it. You know? That's what it is. That's why his family is disowning him. Because they're afraid about what they think the master disapprove of them. So they, like I said, they seeing it through the white man's lens. And that's a lot of us, unfortunately. None of us are immune to being whitewashed. But that's the whole point of consciousness, to be woken up. So to me, I think that's the irony in this whole thing. Because you have people who are part of the conscious community who claim to be woke. Well, they're not woke completely. They speak a lot of woke rhetoric. But to be woke is to really see things from a different perspective, a different lens. Y'all seeing it through the white man's lens. So you think the white man is opposed to what Dr. Umar Johnson is saying with respect to race, some of his controversial views. Y'all already know about his views that he has, and y'all assume that, oh, the white man is opposed to it. When in fact, it's funny because you got people that are white that actually support that Umar Johnson, and they get it. But it's still not the majority though. And y'all looking at it through perceivably how a white person would see him, and y'all like, oh, Massa ain't gonna like that. Massa don't approve of that, so I don't approve of it. But the moment a white person, and he was a blow up, which he is, he already blown up, but he's still going higher and higher. And the moment a white person, a major network, latch on to his work and promote him and support his cause, then y'all gonna, oh, that's my man, that's my man. That's what his family is about. Want to take sides. That's how people, when y'all have the Super Bowl and these major games that happen, the NBA, you only want to take the side of the winning team. Only want to support the team when you're winning. But when you're under attack and when you're struggling, then, oh, that's not your team no more. Switch up. You traitors, man. That's all that is. This is a beautiful view, y'all. I'm like, we got to stop that mess. Stop worrying about, you got to change your thinking. That's all he's trying to do. I like his delivery. A lot of people criticize the way his delivery is. You know, it's very forceful. It's very strong. You know, you can tell he believes in what he's saying. And he should, as any orator should. I love the delivery that he has. And I hope he don't change it for nobody, because it communicates a different message. I said this before, as opposed to just sitting up there trying to talk all monotone, or trying to talk in a very soft voice like his father does, so that he don't offend nobody. No. Offend motherfuckers. It's okay if your words offend people, because it's gonna offend people. Because if they got a certain view and you have a different view, yeah, people gonna be offended. So goddamn what? Especially if what you're speaking is for a cause and it's coming from a sincere place. Say that shit how you feel. You don't change the way you speak to appease people. You say it how it comes to you. It's a reason why we have emotions. We use that. I like the way he speaks. He uses those emotions. He feels anger. He channels that anger through his words. There's nothing wrong with that. But y'all want to see it through the white man's lens, assuming that the white man don't approve. So y'all just want to appease. Stop trying to appease white people, man. Y'all, so much of our mind and the way we think has been conditioned by what the master think. How the master say we should go about bringing about change. No, we do that shit how our spirit leads us to do it. He's doing it his way. He can continue doing it his way. I like his earlier videos, like I said, when he was working with the kids, because that's when he wasn't going through that controversy. His spirit was very calm. Not to say that his views were different, because you can tell he was very strong. Like, y'all have to go back and watch it. My words can't do justice to what he's done within the black community, but you can tell he demonstrated a strong leadership quality that those boys needed to see in a black man, that most of them didn't have. They don't have those father figures around. That's beautiful, man. You can tell he cares. He's so passionate. And then here y'all little haters come, and you want to sit up here and find negative stuff to say, because now he's talking about building a physical structure for those boys to go to. Because in those videos, I even watched a few of those live videos that he did with those children. Like I said, you guys got to go back to his Facebook page and just scroll. Click on his videos, scroll down, go all the way down, and then start there at the bottom and work your way back up to the newer ones. But go back to the older ones, because that's when you're going to see where his passion originated from. You're going to see his passion in full effect working with those boys. He probably has newer ones, you know. I don't know if he posted the newer videos that he has when he's working with kids. His work takes different shapes. So, you know, he's worked with children, worked with families, worked with adults. He's worked with black